And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. We're here today with Mara Wilson, who is a local author, a local resident for, how long have you been here, Mara?
Going on 23 years.
Oh, you got me beat. Okay. But as you could tell, since Mary is an author, we're here to promote her book. And what is the name of it? That's right behind us.
It's Relics. Yes, yay.
Yes, I've seen some of the promotion for it, and it's just fantastic. And it's great to have someone local get so many accolades already when the book just came out. And tell us a little bit about the book. How long you've been working on it, and what it deals with.
It's an urban fantasy. I actually started it almost 3 years ago, and I wrote it really fast. I wrote it in about 5 weeks. And then it took me, the first version I put out there, it had a cliffhanger ending, and I was at this fabulous author's website called Absolute Right, and somebody very kindly said, your chances of selling book one to a series with a cliffhanger ending as a brand new author are somewhere between slim and none. So I was really grateful that they took the time to be honest with me. And I took the book and I took the second half of it and I gutted it completely and rewrote the second half. And then I started resubmitting and revised and went through beta readers and all of that stuff. And then I sent it out last summer in July. And I had a contract a few weeks later from a Crescent Moon Press, who is my publisher.
So. And they're out of the East Coast, I think.
Yes, they're out of Jersey.
How did you find them?
On the internet, there's all sorts of different lists of publishers and who to go to, and I did a lot of research looking for the right publisher for me, the right small press. I decided I tried the traditional route, trying to get an agent and all that stuff for a little while. But, even if you do that, by the time you get an agent, by the time your agent sells your book, from the time you get that contract, it may be 2 to 3 years. And, I'm not 30 years old anymore, so I didn't want to wait 2 or 3 years for my book to see print. So I went looking for the small presses.
So we can do that ourselves.
We can.
Yes. And it's being it's more prevalent nowadays too with the internet and you can.
Yeah, that's self-publishing you're talking about.
Yeah, because I think Vivian from the library did one of those.
Yeah, this is not self-published.
No,
Yeah, this
but
is.
But you found the people to publish it. Though.
I did. Yeah. They've got about 80 authors, so they're almost going into, I guess, almost the medium size. Maybe I don't know where the things are, but they're not like minuscule. They've been around for a while. They do sci-fi, fantasy, paranormal romance. Mm-hmm. So they've got a big following.
Yeah, because the artwork is fantastic on here. It's very catchy.
Yes, thank you for saying that. The artist is, I believe she's Norwegian. Her name is Ida Jansen that did this cover and just did a fabulous job on it. I'm so grateful for the professionalism that my press has, my publishers have. Mm-hmm. And that's Marlene Castrocado and Steph Murray are just fabulous publishers to work with. Just so easy. And, you're always so nervous when you first start dealing with the publisher, and it's just like, did I say the wrong thing? You're just panicked about it, but they just make you feel so comfortable. And one of the best things about being with this particular press is the other authors are so supportive. They're helpful. They tell you how to do things. They're out there helping you promote your book.
You're able to interact with the other authors?
I interact, yeah, with I've got probably 25, 30 of the other authors, and I interact. I've been on their blogs. Okay. 5 of us are doing a big giveaway later on this month, a big Twitter party, as a matter of fact, with a $100 gift card as our grand prize, and ebooks of our books, and jewelry, swag. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a little teeny tiny cover of my book, and we're going to be doing some of those in the giveaway. But I've got giveaways going on all month. I've got a free Kindle I'm giving away on one of my giveaways. I've got 5 signed print copies, 5 ebooks, some bookmarks, another giveaway where I'm giving a super secret surprise giveaway for the Kindle version when it comes out. So yeah, all these exciting things going on.
And also, so that'll be available at different bookstores and
not so much bookstores as Amazon online.
Amazon online, okay.
And Barnes and Noble.
Well, everybody goes to Amazon.
And Barnes and Noble.
Yeah. Now, what do you have to do to promote this? Here we go. Yes.
I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot because I am with a small press. We don't have like gigantic budgets, and we can't. We're not James Patterson where we can put all these big commercials out there. So I'm doing this month alone. I'm doing 37 blog stops online on the internet with different people, reviewers and interviewers and guest posts, and then of course I've got the TV stuff I've done this week, and I've got book signings in Vegas coming up.
Book signing. So you take the Mayor Wilson big bus like Willie Nelson and go from place to place.
We take the Mayor Wilson car with the dog seats that are in it, so there's no room for people.
On that one website, I went through it, and you had your dogs are in there too.
They are. I took pictures with my dogs.
Yeah. So if you went the Mayor Wilson,
MayorWilson.com.
right? So yeah, I forgot all about that. I did find that, and if you scroll down, you'll see the book in the background and the dogs in the front over there. So yeah, they're in the promotion also.
Yeah, they are.
So you're going to be in Vegas. Where are you going to be going there?
I'm going to Henderson tomorrow at the Book Boutique. Tomorrow's Saturday, right?
Well, it'll be last week by the time you see this. So.
Okay, then you didn't get to go. Unless you're psychic.
You should have been there. There's a lot of people.
Unless you're telepathic, unless you're one of the characters from my book and you're telepathic, then you probably missed it. But you can go on the 18th to Barnes & Noble Northwest.
Right.
And I'll be doing a book signing there as well.
And what about in Pahrump?
And then I'm back in Pahrump. I will be at the Pahrump Community Library on the 25th. And I'll be donating a copy of Relics to the library. Mm-hmm. And I'll be doing some signings there. And I will be at Irene's coffee shop. I can't remember the name of it. Sometime in June.
Off 160.
Off 160.
Just south of the Saddle West
right.
Southern Park.
Fabulous, fabulous coffee shop. I just love her place. So I'll be going there. And the book is basically, it's an urban fantasy. It's set in San Francisco, present day. And it's about this married couple who have a detective agency, but he's a finder. He can find anything or anyone that's lost, and she can see and speak to the dead. He sees the dead, but he can't hear them. And the two of them have this detective agency, and all of their clients are supernatural clients. They only deal with dead people or, the undead or whatever. They deal strictly with supernatural.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And there's more than one possibly, right?
This is book one. It is.
So that kind of tells me that there may be another one.
Book two is done. I've
Really?
started book three. Yeah, book two is done. I'm taking it through its last revision right now, and then I'll submit it to my publisher. And then I've already started book three. So,
Okay.
and there's a couple short stories in the series too that will eventually make it.
So that's
out
why you
there.
never come outside. You're always on the computer. You're always on the
I am.
word processor.
I'm always doing something. Yes.
Okay. So how long did it take for book number two?
Book two, the first draft took 2 months, and I started that last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And right after I sold book one, I started book two, and then I've been revising it after those 2 months. It goes to my beta readers. They go through and they go, this sentence makes no sense. I don't know what you're saying here. And they shoot their notes back to me. And then I go back and fix all of that stuff. So I have fabulous, fabulous beta readers that are so crucial to this process.
Tell me, identify what a beta reader is.
A beta reader is someone who has a good eye, depending on what I'm looking for, that reads the book, and maybe one will just be telling me, does the story work? Is it interesting? Does it hold your interest? Another one will be going through and finding typos, finding sentences that don't work, things like that, anything that isn't clear. So, and then they give me those notes, and then I go back and I revise with them. So it's not just relying on me. Because, and one of my betas pointed this out, as a writer, you tend to see what you think you wrote. You don't always see what's actually there. So that objective eye is so critical to tell you exactly what you've got going.
So, I'm thinking science fiction of the beta. I'm thinking somebody with a big head. But that's just a normal person who
just a normal person.
Right, no aliens.
We do have, well, actually, they're kind of aliens because magic comes back to Earth in this series. That's basically what it's about, is seen through this detective couple's eyes as magic returns to Earth.
So since you're talking a little bit about that, we have a couple of 3 minutes left. There is a little, what do you call it, a trailer?
A book trailer.
Yeah, so let's go into that and give the people a little teaser, and we'll come back just before the end of the show. So if you would please, let's look at the trailer, please. So where'd you have to go to get that produced?
Actually, that was done by an artist that's from here in Pahrump.
Really?
So, yes, one of my beta readers, the fabulous Sharda Garrett, hooked me up with this artist by the name of Kyle Floyd.
Boy, the name sounds familiar in this town.
And Kyle and I met several times, and tons of emails back and forth. I sent him the script, so all of the text is what I sent him, and then I gave him my concept of what I wanted for the artwork, and he and I worked together. It was a collaborative effort. He had never done a book trailer before, so it was a fabulous job that I think he did. It was really exciting, and he put it all together. I keep recommending him to all of my author friends because I think he's so easy to work with. You know, you can say, well, what about this and what about that? And he's coming in with his own ideas. So there is so much of his own artistry and creativity in that trailer that he brought to it. And it's just exciting.
So the time has gone by really quick. We're in less than a minute now. This is Relics. I'll try to get it in the middle there. And Meryl will be over at our library on the
25th.
At the Pahrump Community Library doing a book signing over there, so you can see her there. Thank you for watching us. We'll come back next week. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, John, for having me.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.